loves, hope you all are doing well. In today's tutorials we shall be learning how to perfectly pad a bustier or a blouse. I mean perfectly, that's the underlying word here. Kindly stay with me and keep watching till the end of this content. I've gone ahead to cut off my patterns on my fabric already. If you've not watched the video on how I drafted this particular pattern, kindly do that after this video. So what I also did was I went ahead to apply this interface. This is the medium fusible interface. This is also what we call warding. With the warding we have different types. Apart from we having the light, medium and heavy one, we also have the fusible and non-fusible one. So this one right here I was using was a non-fusible one. The first thing I'll be doing is I'm going to be measuring my bust point. My bust point was 9.5 inches. And because of the joining allowance at the shoulder side, I'm making it 10 inches. So also go ahead and mark my under bust point. My under bust point was 13 inches. So I'm going to be drawing all this line out. Please don't worry if it is not clear here. I'll be using a deeper chalk to mark that out later. So basically these are what we need. We only need the bust point and the other bust point. I'm going to be arranging this other piece this way. Make sure that the under bust aligns. So I'm going to be tracing the same points, which is the bust point and the under bust point, on each of the two fabric pieces. I'll go ahead and measure the differences between my bust point and my under bust point. That was 3 inches. I'm going to be marking that 3 inches upwards from my bust point, and I'll go ahead and also do that to all the other fabric pieces. When I'm done, I'll also come and mark it at the side front, from the point where I'll be joining the center front to the side front. I'm going to be marking 3.5 inches because of that half an inch joining allowance. So I'll be marking 3.5 inches on that other side too. At the armpit area, I'm going to be adding half an inch to the 3.5 inches, which will now give me 4 inches. When I'm done with that, I'll just go ahead and create the shape out. Please, yes, stay. I'm going to be using a deeper chalk to trace this out for you to see it well. I know it's not all that clear. I shall be using what we call the blackboard chalk. If you use the tailor's chalk, it might not work. So I'm going to be using it to trace out all the shape we've created already. With this particular chalk, after writing on the fabric piece or the canvas, it kind of creates the chalk on top of the fabric. I'm not going to be doing that to the other side because it is the same thing on the other side. I'll take my warding, I'm going to be placing it on top this way, and I'll just pad that. So when you open it up, you will see the shape there. It will create the shape on it. With my, I know it wouldn't be visible because my camera was so far. I could see that, but I know it's not visible. So let me go ahead and use a different chalk and pad to see if you see that. And that other one too, it's not visible, but for me I was seeing it to be visible, okay, but it's not visible for you. So I'm going to be showing you another method. If you don't want to go by that method, I'm going to be showing you a different method, okay. This other method is I'll be placing it on top of the warding this way. There are some of the wardings that you can see through. When I place it on top, I could see the chalk because the chalk was really deep. I could see it on my warding, so I can just go ahead and also trace that out, okay. When I'm done tracing it out, this other side, I'll just come and trim the shape of the underbust and the bust point that way, okay. If your markings are deep and you place your warding on top of it, you're going to be seeing the marks on it. So that is another way. If you think the padding method didn't work, just go by this. So I also go ahead, place it that way, so the part that must fuse should face each other, okay. If not, by the time you finish it to be one-sided. This is the other side we are cutting. You know the side fronts are two. Going ahead to cut that. I'm going to be marking the bust point and I'll be notching that. Now let's take the center front. Watch how I'll be doing it. I'll first of all place my warding on my table, place my fabric piece on it that way, ensuring that the underbust matches the hem of the warding that way. Then I'll just take my scissors and trace out the shape on this side and also cut out the shape on this other side. When I'm done, I'll just have to turn it over that and make sure that the underbust align. The underbust must align. Then when that is done, I told you already that because my markings were deep, the thing was reflecting through my warding, so I'm going to be tracing the upper bust out. If yours is not transparent or it's not passing through, just do the padding method, the one I taught the first time. So this was it. I'm done with all other things. So do you know what? If this is a fusible one, just go ahead and use your seam iron to attach it to your fabric. If it is not the fusible one, then you're going to be arranging it also the same way, this way, and you take it to your sewing machine. So for me, I'll be arranging it this way, stitch that, and also arrange the other side and stitch that. Now I'm coming to show you how to make it relax, how to make it look more professional. So we are going to be doing what we call the zigzag notch. There are different type of notches, I know that, but let's go by this zigzag notch because it has been working for me over the years and I think it's worth sharing. So I don't know if you can see how I'm doing it. I'm just folding my fabric and notching it in a V-shape way, notching V-shape, just notching V-shape, V-shape, V-shape. Once I'm done, I'm going to be having something like a kind of a zigzag. Okay, look at that. So that way every other thing is going to relax, every other thing is going to look more beautiful. Okay, so this is just the outcome. The notching is very important. Okay, and this particular notch take out most of the fabric excesses and make your work look very neat and presentable. I hope you can see how it's standing. Immediately I go ahead to join the back and the sleeve to this particular blouse. It will look very, very beautiful. All right, thank you guys for sticking with me. Keep watching and subscribe to this channel, be part of the family. Thank you. Bye bye.